What is going on, guys? One more from 10 more reviews here, back with the latest installment in my Studio Ghibli review series. Also, my first video in this series where I do my new rating system. But yeah, welcome back to my review on Studio Ghibli movies, where I'm reviewing every single Studio Ghibli movie. That's about every movie I have seen from this recent studio. A lot of them are first and second watches. I reviewed a lot of the other movies once out, but now it's time a film that Bob people consider to be probably the worst film in the Ghibli studio, and that is Tales from Earthsea, which is directed by Goro Miyazaki, which is the son of Hayao Miyazaki. But before I do begin this review, guys, feel free to hit the like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I would love to hear what your thoughts on Tales from Earthsea down in the comments. I would love to hear what your thoughts are down in the comments. I'd love to connect with my audience, so let's discuss Tales from Earthsea. Somewhere bizarre has come over the land. The kingdom of Tyrian people are getting act strange. What's even more strange is that people are beginning to see dragons which shouldn't enter the world of humans. Due to all these bizarre events, Jed, a wandering wizard, is visiting the cause. And he meets Prince Aaron and his spontaneous boy. While he looks shy, he has a dark side. Yeah, the story is in a way kind of convoluted, if you can tell. But yeah, a lot of people consider Earthsea to basically be probably the weakest film in Ghibli's filmography. A lot of people seem to not really be honestly a fan of this movie, honestly, and even though watching it, honestly really not see why this movie is definitely the weakest. It probably would be, it is probably be at the bottom of my studio ranking, but doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I don't think it's like perfect like most everything that Ghibli has touched, honestly. But I'm not gonna lie when I say Tales from Earthsea really isn't honestly that bad of a movie, honestly. I would say it's honestly an overall a solid movie. I think a lot of it comes to a lot of like the animation is still as beautiful, breathtaking, and wonderful as ever. Not the best animation by any means, but I think probably still the weakest the animation they've done. But it's even then still breathtaking, still wonderful, just not as detailed as you would expect from a Ghibli movie. And even though the voice acting, like voice acting has always been like an amazingly consistent thing in Ghibli, when they are dubbed in English, they're all fantastic and amazing, and there's no exception. And it does have some great attempts what I was going for. Like even by a lot of times I have the story and characters, I can still see what they're going for with the story and characters. Especially I mentioned them leads in the movie as well in some certain aspects. Like I can definitely see where they're coming from. Like definitely see what they're going for with those type of films. And overall, and you get some moments that are visually amazing. You still have some interesting use concepts and ideas that they're going for. That and at least they're trying here. At least so much. At least the son, the Hayao Miyazaki, was at least trying here, and he definitely did a much better job with Poppy Hill, which I will talk about. But yeah, they definitely do a good job with trying to finish the story. But again, the story is a story that honestly, when you think about it, might not make sense at times, especially with things that just come out of nowhere, and you're like, what was I supposed to feel with this scene? It was one of those things, yeah. And the tone is also very well placed for it. At times you don't know what is. Sometimes you can't figure out what he really wants to say, what his message is, or what his storytelling. Like, you kind of think you do at one point, but yeah, it ends up going in a weird direction that is like, huh? What? What are you trying to say here? Like, it's kind of one of those movies, and again, I can never see why people would not think this movie is good, honestly. But again, I think the animation, the voice acting, the attempts I was going for with the story and characters, like some of them were still pretty interesting, especially the two main leads. There were definitely some interesting ideas. I think they were better executed. It could have been interesting. I think the execution's kind of big. I think the execution's kind of the film's kind of downfall, honestly, and also the writing is also not as sharp and amazing as most of Ghibli's movies, honestly. But at the effort, then there are still some good moments here, and that does save this movie from being like a downright disaster, in my opinion. I can overall see why Tales from Earthsea is people wouldn't listen to me, honestly. I think overall I can definitely see why people wouldn't think that as Tales from Earthsea. But overall, I think these movies are honestly pretty enjoyable. And this again is also the first movie I'm reviewing with my new rating system, so I will be giving Tales from Earthsea a unperfectly solid good time at the party. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my quick thoughts on Tales from Earthsea. Let me know how did you feel this movie. Like, do you think this movie do you think is very underrated classic? Do you love this movie? Do you hate it? I would love to know in the comment section below. Down below, I'll still be reviewing other movies. I might take a little bit of a breather from reviewing the movies because I want to focus on other videos for a bit, but I will be continuing this series, so just probably a couple of weeks at least after these movies, and I'll be continuing with reviewing these movies. So hopefully I can finish reviewing these movies probably by the end of the year, and then eventually hopefully by either next year or next year I'll be doing my ranking of Ghibil's movies, so be on for that one very soon. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all in the description down below. I am Saying One World from Saying World Reviews. I'll see you next time, and as always, stay cool, love, but peace.